Hey there, it's Matt with SpeedWeightLossBook.com. This morning I was on a Facebook thread with Amy from Healthy Low Carb Living, and we started discussing what you have to say sometimes to get out of eating foods that aren't on your diet plan in social situations. And I admitted that sometimes I tell my clients to lie. Um, I'm not an advocate of lying usually. I don't think it's something you should do often in your life, but in certain situations, or whatever, it works, right? So say you're at a party, it's a birthday party and there's cake going around, and although you probably could have one piece of cake and it wouldn't really, it's not going to ruin your plan forever, right? It's just one piece of cake, but maybe you had something else that day anyway, you don't want to have the cake. And people ask you, hey, why don't we have this cake? Maybe say something like, oh, my doctor said I can't eat sugar. Okay. I promise no one will give you a hard time about that. If you throw out the doctor card, everyone leaves you alone. It's amazing. It's easier than saying like, well, I'm on a diet and I don't want to eat sugar right now. It's not part of my plan. And then people go, oh, come on, one piece of cake won't kill you. And they do that whole thing. They try to guilt you into having a piece of cake because, well, they're too busy shoving it down their throat. So they don't want you to make them look bad or feel any worse than they already do, which is usually the case, unfortunately. But so sometimes lying just a little bit is okay, I think. So even if you tell them, you're allergic to sugar, you have a gluten insensitivity or gluten sensitivity, that one works a lot, or some sort of food allergy or anything like that. It just sometimes makes it a little easier to get out of those situations or get through those situations than actually trying to go through explaining them. If you dread having those conversations about, well, why are you trying to eat differently and what's the plan and blah, 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 and that stuff's okay. Usually that just means the person's inquisitive and maybe even being supportive. But when people start giving you a hard time and trying to get you to eat something you don't want and they just won't let it go, sometimes it's easier to just say like, oh, it's a medical condition, or I'm pre-diabetic, I can't eat that, or something like that, even if it's not true. And if it is, then definitely use it. Then you should definitely be not letting people persuade you on different foods. So anyway, just a quick little tip. Again, I don't advocate lying in most areas of life, but every once in a while, a little white lie is no big deal. So check out healthylowcarbliving.com. It was Amy that I was having a conversation with from over there, and Dana Carpenter jumped on the thread too. So if you're on Facebook, if you're friends with me on Facebook, just check out. It was sometime this morning. But it was a good little conversation. We had some fun with registered dietitians and a whole bunch of stuff. So anyway, that's it for today. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.